And doesn't really look like. Let's see how she looks. Why is everything so dark? Are you plugged in? Am I just sad? My feet are cold. Alright, if you're new to the channel, skip ahead a few minutes. Probably about 5 or 6, because I'm just going to take a few to get the link out for the live stream, and my laptop is being very emotional right now. Alright. The person never got back to me, so here we go. Oh, no. Oh, right here. I am so close. No, I got it. Awesome. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Ow. If anybody wants to give me money for a new laptop, phone, and or life, that would be peachy. I'm not fussy. I take cash, credit card, and the blood of my enemies. It kind of looks upright. Oh, let me guess. No, okay. Alright, she's seen it. Balls in her court. I don't fucking care. My feet are cold and my heart is empty. Okay. That's one down. Oh, I need to brush my hair again. Ow. There we go. Okay, posted live stream. Okie dokie. Jesus, finally. Where is it? Nope. Right here. Oh, don't do that. Come on, release you bastard. Those suck. Yeah, there's something wrong with my laptop tonight, so it is what it is. Okay, this is the area I'm working with. That's up and running. Pop over to Nancy Drew.
Should test the water and listen to the birds' calls on the tapes.
Okay.
That for him so we can get the sandpaper. We have shit to do. We're busy. We're busy moms. How do we test the water? I haven't seen the well. Wait, is it? But how do we get water from it then? Wasn't it disconnected?
Gotta prime it. There we go. It's gonna give me a rough line of where shit goes.
Should I get water from the lake? I just want water. I just want water. Because the water was cut off, right? Oh, hey, close. Yeah. Next to the cooler is a water bottle. Oh, I didn't see that. Holy shit. Thank you. Okay, so if we can pour that in here, that might work. Yeah. Nice. I don't need water right now. Should put it out. God damn it. It's just a kid on it. I don't need water right now. Okay, so now we should bring that back to the ranger, right? So let's do that first. We still have daylight. Daylight! Oh, the dog's there. I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Taco! Hi! What a kitty! Got food and everything? Can I pay you? I can't. But I can sort of interact with it. Okay. Time to go. Let's go do the bird sound thing. I have the tape.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal. Red-tailed hawk.
Oh wow.
Western tiger.
So there's four. Weren't there just
Pink
four
charcoal.
birds? Red, blue, orange, yellow. Should
I should just do really cartoony on that. I haven't done that yet.
Susan, beautiful dream.
Ah, motherfucker! Ah! Ow! Ah, son of a bitch. I'm fine. Ah, I just drove my knuckles into the side of the table. Oh. Ah. I've had this tightness in my chest for like 2 weeks now, and I don't like it.
It was 1 year.
My asthma inhaler isn't doing anything for it.
Yeah, is that your best bird call? Goldfinch song. How do I take a picture? Oh, I did it. Okay, that was one. Tweet, tweet! No birds here. Okay. Let's go this way. Okay, so that was the yellow bird.
Okay, nothing important. Switching over to the tiny, 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 tiny brush.
Where are all the birds? Where are all the birds? Is it here? Is this the way ahead? Cardinal. Darn, it flew away. Shit! How am I gonna get it? Does it come back? How are we gonna get that one? The blue jay should be somewhere here. Left. Stay there. Just take a picture already. Hurry it up, Nancy. It's a robin song. I'm just gonna take a picture of all of them, honestly. How do I get a picture of that red one? Also, where am I? No idea. Tanager. Come back! Shit. How am I gonna get their pictures?
Crow.
Oh, that was it. You might have to ask Grandma for advice. Well, you did say not to come back.
American goldfinch.
Okay, American goldfinch.
American robin.
Robin, goldfinch,
Blue jay.
blue jay.
Northern cardinal.
Cardinal.
Red-tailed hawk. Hawk.
Wait, that's 6 birds.
Western tanager.
Okay, and where is the good pen I was just using? This one?
Cardinal.
Zig Millenniums. Ugh, they're so good.
This is just gonna fly away. Can I? Shit, so I have 3. But I don't know which ones I got. So that was cardinal, right?
Yeah, that don't look good, so I can't fix that.
I need to buy like bird food or something.
Hmm.
Hello, Bubby. We're bird watching. Nancy. Get rid of it. Thank you. That's what I needed. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there are 5. Oh no, we need the hawk. Yeah, the hawk is the one that's not in here. We have the goldfinch, blue jay, and robin. The cardinal and tanager flew away. Yeah, okay. Okay, what are we gonna do about that hawk? Should we wait and talk to... maybe ask Red for questions? Or like, for hints? Let's go to bed. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Do you hear it? Figaro, 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 Figaro. Bruh.
Final birds.
Is that some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's what you're doing wrong. You need to blend in, like me. Go back over to M's tacky tourist strap and get yourself some camouflage gear. Only sensible thing that money grubber carries.
Okay. I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call
You
it.
gave it to me.
That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good heavens, no. My wife had no patience for learning. Ruth was my dog. Border collie. She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she just felt as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
Great coffee. So fucking good. Do many people around here own dogs?
Not really. Most people don't bother. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Sure. I got the sandpaper. What did I need it again for? Oh, dog. It's stuck.
There we go. Oh, disturbing. Kind of like it.
Well, cool, but I still don't know what to do with that. Let's focus on the birds for now. Go back to morning time. Take the boat. Oops. Meow. Let's go. M's Emporium. M's in. And I need some gear. To make a long story short, I need some camouflage gear. Got some right over here. One size fits all. But I'm running kind of low on bait. So if you go out and get me, say a dozen little critters, I'll give you the camo. You got a deal.
What do you think?
So what kind of bait do you need? Worms, spiders.
There's not a lot of space to work with. As always, leave a comment if you're actually a human and not a bot. But yeah, something like that.
Should be able to find 12 in no
I
time.
think that one's good. I like that one. I don't think I've done a spider house before. Let's see, what else am I working on? I should finish this guy. He's not enough yet. Come on, him. This one.
Real critter lover that one was. I don't think they have laws for bugs, unless there's endangered bugs, but I don't think bugs are endangered.
Nobody here. Alright. Back to Nancy Drew.
That's right.
Yeah, they do have laws for bugs.
Keep on trucking. She mentioned something that seems important, but it didn't click for me.
Alright. Let's see now.
Dog raised all had different head positions. Oh, really?
Alright, let's see what we're working on here.
But who's Joe then?
Okay, so I got the creepy guy in the back.
Bees are rare, yeah.
We got a little graveyard over here of tombstones. I put faces on the jack-o'-lanterns.
Do you think I need to go
Some
into the
blood.
woods? I think I saw some slabs here and there.
I think the color is throwing me off in this one. It's too red.
Oh, I got one.
Screw it. I haven't made a good set of gravestones in a while.
Okay, so I had the right idea. God damn it, this is gross. Gross. Disgusting. Yeah, I got him. Gross. I don't like it. Anything else? No. I checked around the shoe, so let's head back here. Ooh, a big one. Ooh. Did I get that one? My face is so serious. Oh god. Nothing. To come back at night. Yeah.
Say hi if you're not a bot. I'll tuck your ears off till you leave.
Those two dogs are looking that way. Those two dogs are looking towards the grave. These are looking away from the grave. You're right. So, Iggy and Lucy are looking away from the grave. So this is west. Do you think when we're looking at the grave is then south? If we approach it from the north, maybe. So, looking at the grave will be south. So that means Iggy and Lucy are looking north. So which way is north in the cabin? If the entrance is to the east,
Then everything, yeah, you should be able to figure it out from there.
I don't know if that works. So the entrance is through here, right? Yeah. So that would mean the entrance is east. I don't know if that works. I don't know. This might be completely wrong, but if that is east, that means though this wall is north. So if Iggy, what did I say? Iggy and Lucy are looking south? Is that what I was saying? There's a direction marker by the cellar floor. Okay. Did I say south or north? By December, yeah. Okay. Let's check. Where's the cellar door again? Can I go there? Oh, I can't. Can I go here? Yeah, that was right. Holy shit. That was right. That wall was north.
It's a little fat for a cross, but could do, I guess.
I was surprised. Didn't expect to be right. Who's woohooing? Is he back? Lift up the compass for bugs. Oh, can I? Was that the chirping I heard? Oh, damn it. Oh, you're right. I got 2. Wow, nice. I don't think worms chirp, but take it. Was there a compass in the cemetery? Does the clock change? Does the clock change when their direction changes? Oh, you think it goes together?
Oh, what the hell? Cute, go away. Don't get on my paint.
Did it change? I think it did. But I still don't know. Maybe that's it. No, it's not. Now we have 2 swans. Okay. So maybe we should change them so that if we cycle through it, they're all correct. Iggy needs to have the deer. Lucy needs the leaves. That's, I think, this left one. Or wait, do you think their position here is the position they have on the shelves? That would mean that Vitus is winter and needs the bird icon. Start on the left and see what happens. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that one's good. I think. So if that is winter, then fall might be, it might just be, I accidentally saved it. I did it, what? I can't open it anymore, I can't look at it. I did it. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, because we have the flashlight. Yay! Nice! I should save before I die. Down below.
I'm gonna put a thin layer in, but I can't because it's not sticking.
What is this?
It's for a shadow on the
What
house.
does it say? Oh, I took it. Oh.
Dry, you bastards. I'm so unhappy lately.
Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, motherfucker. Squeakity, squeakin'. What is this? Oh,
It could be mice making that sound.
Probably.
It's blocked. It looks like a tiny hole.
maybe we need a tiny key. What's that thing that I grabbed?
Nope, that's not it.
I don't
It's
see it.
closer, but I think I need more red.
That's like a piece of paper that I moved.
Oh, come on, heartburn.
Is that where it came from?
If you keep this up, I have to go to outpatients. I don't want to do that.
William Acres.
Lots of
I wonder if he's
thuggery.
related to Jeff Acres.
The truth about Mickey Malone, as told by his most trusted employee, William Akers. Mr. Malone has never spent a night in jail. He never will, said William Akers. And you know why? Because he's just an ordinary Joe trying to run an ordinary business. He said this with such conviction that for a moment this reporter honestly thought Akers was talking about somebody other than Mickey Malone, the notorious gangster. But I was standing on the porch of Malone's getaway home at Moon Lake, having bushwhacked through thick brush from east side of the lake to avoid detection and probable eviction by his bodyguards. And I was talking to the man who, according to the police, is the only person Malone trusts. I don't know. I see him every day, Akers went on. He doesn't deserve all the grief you newspaper hacks give him. He's a rich man because his laundromats are fine establishments and people like to wash their clothes there. All this talk about him being a bootlegger is just plain hogwash. When I asked if I could talk to Malone, Akers said Malone was out walking. Like I said, he's an ordinary guy who likes to do ordinary things. When I asked if I could wait for him, he said, "What for? Anything you want to know about Mickey Malone, I can tell you. I worked for him for 15 years. When I said all I wanted was the truth, he said, "Then you're in luck, because that's what I just told you. And now I suggest you leave. Mickey's a swell guy, but he's got these 4 big dogs, see? And sometimes they don't mind so good."
At Black Diamond, we put a lot of effort into our sauces, crafting delicious flavors with real cheese, real cream, making it real easy to make a meal. Whether or not you tell people that is up to you. New Black Diamond cheese sauces, tasty and cheesy, made easy.
They kind of look like they blend in.
They don't mind so good. I took the hint and left, but as I struggled through the brush to get back to my car, I realized something. Akers hadn't told me the truth about what Mickey Malone did. I knew that, but he had told me an important truth when it came to what Mickey Malone was. Someone who had at least one extremely loyal employee. I ask you, good citizens of Philadelphia, how many so-called legitimate businessmen can say the same thing? Reflections on Houdini, Master Magician.
No, Houdini came My
No, I'm
town.
not gonna take
Actually,
it.
it was his
I
first
guess
time.
it's just the information.
He got arrested. I got out of the
Oh,
cuffs.
now we can just get there.
The police
Cool.
weren't happy.
Did we check this? We did, right? Yeah.
Those look too rotten.
Okay, we should maybe go talk to Akers about
We'll
it.
just get some
And we need bugs at 19, right?
leaves.
So much
The
to
more
do.
you add, even if it doesn't belong, the more it'll look right.
That's Yogi, who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
Yogi.
I couldn't help but notice that he's about the same size as those ghost dogs were.
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking and attacking houses.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions
Sorry.
about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
The article mentioned that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
I don't know if I trust him.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that.
Oh.
Guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
God, how cool would that to find that? If you buy a house that has a history and you find something original like that.
Mm.
I remember one time, what was it again? Yeah, we, in the house I was born in, my parents still owned that house and they lived there. They had like a staircase to the attic in a hallway, but they wanted to move the staircase into a room so the hallway was more clear and have like a permanent staircase instead of one of those pull-down ladders.
Mhm.
So then they cut a hole into the ceiling in one of the rooms, and then they found that my grandpa, who helped build the house, on the construction, on one of the support beams that was hidden in the ceilings, he wrote something like, I was here, like, what's his name again? I forgot my grandpa's actual name. I think it's Theo. No, that's my other grandpa. Hank. His name's Hank. So it was like, Hank was here, like, I think it was 1989 or something. Because I was born in the little outhouse that was next to where the house currently stands, because it was being built when I was born. So it's something like that to find that he just like put that really cheekily on one of the support beams that was going to be covered up. That's so cool.
She was probably as familiar with
doesn't
Malone's
exist
house
anymore.
and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
Cool, dude.
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time. If you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating
I
fact
did.
points that I've put together?
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Fortunately for Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
Do you think he's related to William Akers?
Have you gotten the results back from that water sample I left with you?
I meant to call the Department of Health today for a status report, but frankly, I've been way too busy.
With what?
Sounds like Moon Lake could use 2 rangers.
If I were in charge of just 10 more acres of parkland, they'd give me an assistant, and I could devote more time to the acquisition of more land and eventually put Moon Lake on the map as one of the biggest, most popular parks in the state.
Why didn't the Parks Department buy the Malone property instead of Sally?
She outbid them, the cheapskates.
Well, if those dogs scare Sally away for good, other people are bound to think twice about buying the place. The bank will lower its price and you'll have your land.
You're insinuating things again, Miss Drew.
I'm sorry, I really am. It's just that Sally's my friend, and I'd really like to find out why someone's doing this to her.
Tell you what, if you're serious about making amends, there's some boxes by the computer labeled with dates. They're from the estate of a local history buff. She kept everything from newspaper clippings to old photos to recipes for apple crisp. She put everything in envelopes then numbered them by year using Roman numerals. Just put the envelopes in order by year with the
I
earliest
think
date
this will
in
be
front.
okay.
Oh,
It's not my
if you must
best,
see on Roman numerals,
but
there's an
the
entry
color is
under
really
the
throwing me, so I'm gonna call this one
Okay, if I
done.
read what's in the envelopes?
Don't go reading anything until you're through, or take my word for it, you'll never get finished.
Okay.
I've been trying to take pictures of birds with this guy named Red Knot. Have you met him?
Oh yes, the Birdman. I'd stay away from him if I were you.
Why? Is something wrong with him?
He's a fanatic. He's got it in his head that Moon would be the best bird-watching venue in the world except for one thing. Too many people. Believe me, if there was a way to get this park shut down and all the homes on the lake torn down, he'd do it in an
He's
instant.
not wrong, though. More people would scare away wildlife.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
It's still
Alrighty.
conflicting interests. Oh, wait, I should do the. Look at this.
I wiped it down, but it's still kind of sticky.
Oh, God.
Each day goes down in the front of each book.
Oh, God, I'm so sore.
I'm so cold.
We changed the chest press exercise, the bench press, to a lighter weight but a different position. And it was so easy doing it, but I'm super sore, so I guess it uses my muscles in a different way.
Yeah, that's
So
not interesting.
sore. Okay, how do we do this? So, XIX is 19, right? But what's MCM again?
I don't know what they are.
MCM is 1900. Okay. So, 1911?
Okay, where am I putting things?
Okay. So, this is 1900.
Do I want to do another Bigfoot? That is
1910?
going through, so don't touch that.
11.
That's more damage going through. Don't touch that.
1908, and 4. So that
I don't
was
know.
correct then, right?
What to do with you?
Unless there's something in here. What's the L again? Does it even know? Reverse order? Oh, you mean here? Like that? L is 50. Okay. So that would mean this one goes like backwards. Yeah? L is 50, so then LX is 60. Hi, baby. Hey, baby. Oh, you miss me, huh?
Let's see now.
Come lie down.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
So the river kind of runs through here, so do I want to put a Bigfoot in there?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Cute.
Alright, pencil,
So,
I need you.
anything MCML is 1950.
God, my feet are cold. Yes, the stove on, but I got it on late. Trying to save some money. Fuck, I hate my life. Really good right now, and that's what I'm afraid of. Nothing ever lasts forever. Okay.
Oh, and XXX is 30. So MCMXV is 15, right? So that should probably go somewhere here. MCMX3 is 1913 then. XC is
This looks like an error in the design.
Wait, so this is 1990? This is 1997? That's a very recent one, though.
God, I remember
That's all the
97.
L's. MCMXXV, that would be 25, 30, and then we have XL. Oh god, wait. So, MCML is 1950, but MCMXL was 40. Okay, so that's 41 and 45. And then this is 32, 39, 25. So these are good then, right? This is so hard for me. What's this then? 70? And this is
Right here, I
69
think.
then? Nice. Is this 69? Is this 1969? So 60, 70, 90, 96. Let me look at this as well. 13, 14, 15. 17. 19. Do you think that's it? feel like it would autocomplete if it was correct. 1900, 1904, 1908, 1910, 1911. You have 69 before 60.
Now that they're all sorted, I can do some reading.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so now I can actually read them. This one she wants. The what? The what? Lewistown. Holy shit! I could not read that. It's like Leamington. That was an M. The Leamington Gazette. Gangster about to become Moon Lake's newest residence. Rumors are flying thick and fast that Mickey Malone, a self-proclaimed captain of industry with far more ties to gamblers and smugglers than to legitimate businessmen, is building a house on the north shore of Moon Lake. The rumor started last June when the 10-acre property on which the house is being built was purchased by Philadelphia Dudds & Sons, a company owned by Malone, which is widely believed to be merely a front for his criminal undertakings. Secrecy has shrouded the project ever since construction began in October of last year. 4 men and a locked gate blocked the driveway leading to the site. Unauthorized persons and vehicles and are summarily turned away. Day and night security guards patrol the heavily wooded lakefront property. Several large trucks strategically parked obscure any and all views from the site from the water. Even the workmen have been sworn to silence. When asked if Mickey Malone was indeed building a home on Moon Lake, Waldo Matthias, there he is, or Matthias, the agent spearheading the Department of Justice investigation of Malone's activities, had only this to say. If he is, I suggest he live it up while he can, because the place we're going to be sending him to ain't on no beach, and he's going to be there for a real long time. Mr. Malone could not be reached for comment. So Waldo Matthias was the agent looking into, was basically Mickey Malone's enemy. But how did they end up on the same cemetery then? Interesting. Dragging ban is a drag. There's gold and then there's sandbars. At least that's been the experience of Emily Griffin, owner of M's Emporium on Moon Lake in central Pennsylvania. For the past 10 years, she's been dragging a heavy net back and forth along the bottom of the lake, uncovering and bringing to the surface relics from the 1920s. I have dredged up everything from diamond tiaras to skeleton keys to full bottles of French how do you say that? Cognac? How do you guys say that? Cognac or cognac?
Cognac is right.
Yeah, in Dutch we say cognac. Said Griffin. It just blows my mind that those people would drop back. What those people would drop back then and never bother going back for. An Art Deco bracelet. Oh, cool. She was referring to the wealthy guest and gangster Mickey Malone, who built a home on the lake in 1925 and threw large, raucous parties almost every weekend. Because his guests would travel to and from the house by boat, personal items were lost overboard with great frequency. Miss Griffin estimates that she made close to $20,000 selling her finds to antique hunters and tourists. $20,000? But last week her windfall came to an end. The county in which Moon Lake is located passed an ordinance making the recovery of objects from the lake bed illegal. The ban arose from the fact that the bottom of Moon Lake is composed of unusually fine sand. When disturbed, it clouds the water, sometimes for days, posing a threat to the aquatic plants and fish that otherwise thrive there. Park Ranger Jeff Akers, who oversees the state parks surrounding the lake, initiated the ban. The eco-balance of Moon Lake is simply too delicate to ignore, he contends. But Miss Griffin begs to differ. The whole thing's just plumb ridiculous, she says. You know what all that stuff down there is doing right now? It's rusting, rotting away, polluting the water. Heck, by getting it out of there, I'm doing the county a favor. Unfortunately, the county doesn't see it that way, and it appears that Miss Griffin will have to abandon what had become a pleasantly profitable hobby. Oh, I don't know, she shrugs. I can still sell stuff that washes up on shore. And that happens, especially after a good storm. So I may be down, she says, eyes twinkling, but I ain't necessarily out. Money won't get flushed down this toilet. Watch the Septics Roadshow, Monday nights on the Plumbing Broadcast Service. Interesting. So she was making a ton of money fishing up the stuff, but can I read this one? Gangster nabbed at Moon Lake residence. Mickey Malone arrested right at his luxurious Moon Lake property. Mickey Malone, Philadelphia businessman, long considered by police to be a bootlegger and a racketeer, finally felt the sting of the sword of justice when he was arrested this morning at his house on Moon Lake. Careful to keep Malone's attack dogs at bay, agents from the Internal Revenue Service and the Nope. How do I get the other one? Department of Justice raided the lakefront home at dawn, catching Malone and his henchmen completely by surprise. Within seconds, Malone was handcuffed, wearing only an overcoat over his pajamas. He was swept out the door and into a waiting car. He was driven directly to Philadelphia, where he was jailed on charges of tax evasion and conspiracy to violate prohibition laws. The police have been wise to Malone's criminal activities for years, but 3 previous attempts to incarcerate him failed miserably, when Malone's shadowy associates, through bribes and threats, forced prosecution witnesses to recant their stories. This time, federal agents intend to rely on ledgers and tax returns to prove their case. Since 1927, when it was determined that even income gained through illegal means is taxable, authorities have been eager to use this ruling to make thugs like Malone pay for their crimes. Agent Waldo Matthias, that's him! Mickey Malone's been making us look like fools for a long time, declared Bureau of Investigation Agent Waldo Matthias. But today, the good guys finally got the last laugh. Malone loudly and repeatedly proclaimed that he'd done nothing wrong as he was led to jail. However, this protestations of innocence ended abruptly when, apparently not wishing to be photographed in his pajamas, Malone took a swing at the press conductor, who was quickly subdued. So cool. I think that was it. Oh.
Skinny legs. No, a bit.
Belief wait. The Belafonte Star. That's what it says. War takes. Philadelphia mobster dies in Leavenworth. Michael Mickey Malone died yesterday of liver failure in the federal penitentiary of Leavenworth, Kansas, at the age of 52. Born in Newark, New Jersey in 1889, Malone owned and operated Philadelphia Duds and Sons, a chain of laundromats and dry cleaners that allowed him to disguise and disperse the money he made as a racketeer. Compared to other gangsters, Malone... I don't see anything else to read. Oh, there. Malone kept a relatively low profile. His desire for privacy was enforced by 4 large dogs who never left his side. Although he was rumored to be involved in everything from rum running to gold heists, he never spent a single night in jail until he was arrested in 1932 for tax evasion. He was convicted the following year and was sentenced to 8 years in federal prison. He died just 2 months before he was scheduled to be released. Oh. Where did Phoebe go? Probably there.
Okay.
I shouldn't have said his name. And I was like, what? What's up? Got snacks? Okay, that was it, I think. That was a fun read. I like that. See if we can talk to him again.
I finished putting all those envelopes in order.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Drew. And to show my gratitude, I've got something for you.
It doesn't involve Roman numerals, does it?
No, it's an honorary junior park ranger pin. I keep them on hand so I can give them out to children whom I see demonstrating respect for park rules and regulations. A little bit of positive reinforcement. Unfortunately, I don't get to give them out that often.
Oh, gee,
Aww.
thanks, Ranger Akers.
Thanks,
for
Riley.
all your help.
That's why I'm here.
We can maybe use that pin for something. Like the pin, the actual needle pin on the back. If you want food or something, it's 6 p.m. It's time. Every time. It's It's 6 p.m. Baby's like, dinner time, even though it's not until 8 p.m. Use it on the safe. Ooh, maybe. Let's try that.
Gave him scrawny legs again. That's okay.
He's pretty cute.
I want something under my feet. I don't have anything.
Oh, I could have just tried to take a thing on the safe.
That's better. Let me stand this up for a second.
This is like, these are other safe numbers, but they're crossed out.
It looks like a tiny hole.
Yeah, it works.
What's the combination?
That's the reset button. Yeah, I don't know the combination. So it definitely worked, but let me see. Black Tuesday, Sheik died. Uncle Clayton died.
He did die.
So 1-1,
That's weird.
is that like 1730?
Say hi if you're not a bot.
What was the date he died?
Okay. So I got the base coat on for Bigfoot here and Bigfoot over in the distance. Oh shit, motherfucker!
It is a lucky day. 012-932. Oh, that's the day he was arrested. 01.
Okay. Let's see now.
Oh, do
Okay,
I
go to the side while you dry.
Oh,
That one's done. That one's done.
maybe. I don't know. 2.
Well, it's not very good, but it is done.
32.
What am I gonna do with you again?
It is.
I should make something really cartoony. Something just.
Deer mice.
Oh, deer mice, the disease. This journal is the property of William Akers. Oh shit! Okay, I need to pee, so I'll leave you on this cliffhanger for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, 1933 to 1942. Do you think that's important? William Akers.
Okay,
Let's
nothing
read
there.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Ooh,
1933.
a speakeasy.
Today Mickey went to prison, but when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs, and when the time came to do their tombstones like he told me. When he whispered to me to look under the Victorola in the speakeasy at Moon Lake, he said I'd find a map to the gold he sold 2 years ago. Then they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that. Poor Mickey. How's a guy who's never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down he knows he's never coming home. Under the Victorola? What's that? And what's a speakeasy?
Speakeasy is a bar.
Speakeasy. Anyway, I looked under the Victorola and found the map. The problem is there's nothing on it except a bunch of lines and the words, "The dog will lead the way. Dogs." There's no X marking the spot or directions or nothing, but I need money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months, so I'm gonna pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole in the floor gold heist. He always said the less I knew, the healthier I'd stay. But according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off a moving train right under the noses of about 1,000 people. What's that? Mickey must have greased some of this palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of the boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. Then when the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The paper said altogether they weighed around 600 pounds. The question is, did Mickey hide them in one place, or did he spread them around? He must have buried them, but where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go to the gold if you say the right word. I'm going to try saying gold to them tomorrow and see what happens. I've sent every word I can think of to all the dogs, but they haven't let me anywhere except around in circles. Spent the last month following them around. First Saturn, then Linus, then Lucy. I don't have to follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. So it looks like I'm gonna have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. A month ago, as a handyman over in Lewistown to make ends meet, so even though I stopped by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I could only look for gold.
Is Ziva? I'm not watching
I
now.
dug all around under the porch, but I didn't find anything. I marked the porch on the map with a big...
Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
I think he's hiding it. I wrote a big I for Iggy because that's the place he always leads me to. I was so busy digging last Tuesday night that I almost wasn't there when my son was born. We're calling him Joe. His big sister is real happy. He says baby Joe is just like the dolly she's always wanted, but we could never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe either. I keep writing to Mickey, asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. We'll just have to keep digging. One is for prison, one is for 38 Kansas. Oh.
All these are sceneries,
Now I
though.
spend all my free time digging
They
in the
don't have
woods and
anything
dig
like
around
this.
everything that could be a landmark. Logs, rocks, tree stumps, but I never find anything. Plus, I keep getting lost. The paths look so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. Last Sunday, I memorized the way to the cemetery. Okay. I mean, I find my way there anyway. Even though Mickey never allowed the dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold because I looked everywhere else I could think of and got nowhere. Okay, the speakeasy or the tunnels. Tunnels? Last week I found out that Mickey changed the passcode to the spigots in the speakeasy. It's got my hopes up because the way I figured it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me unless he was hiding something? But when I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find anything in the tunnel that opened up that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those days of his, I'll never understand. I give up. Mickey's dead, so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer over in Harrisburg and I'm gonna take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far, and it's high time Collie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here because, who knows, maybe someday
It's a
I'll
little
remember
thing.
something Mickey said and it'll finally hit me and where he hid the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all. But in the meantime, I got my family. They're what's important. Treasures. They are treasure enough. That's nice.
The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
Well, that's the Iggy
Toys.
one. Can I take it? They took it. Take it, didn't they? Yeah. Okay, cool.
I am absolutely drawing a blank with this.
Can I mix it out?
Don't want to do eyeballs. I'm just gonna do eyeballs, aren't I?
Anything else here? Just the journal?
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Damn it.
Squeak, squeak. Squeakity, squeaking. So this might be the tunnels.
Yeah, that's it.
There's something hidden here that can open. But I don't know how to get
Black.
it. There must be something else somewhere.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
Mystery woman.
Thank you so much. Is she still alive?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
Sorry to bother you again, but did those results from the water test come in yet?
There's something here for you from the State Department of Health.
Do not drink or use the water from your well. Initial tests found high levels of arsenic.
Water back, but it seems like the well may have been contaminated deliberately.
Oh shit. The amount in your sample far exceeded standard safety limits. Therefore, the water in your well is unsafe for any purpose. Further tests have been requested. They will take 2 weeks to complete. You will be informed as to what, if anything, they uncover.
I wouldn't go jumping to conclusions without proof, Ms. Drew. I'm sure there's a far less melodramatic explanation.
Shit. One of my nose when I went to the toilet.
Perfect.
Where's Yogi?
In the run, out back. Even out of sight, he's under my full control, as park rules require.
Great.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
According to Emily Griffin, Deputy Joe Akers was your father. And according to the journal I found, William Akers' son was named Joe. Another coincidence?
All right. William Akers was my
He
grandfather.
was lying. Okay.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
What did William Akers do after Malone was arrested?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
He's avoiding
I
us.
apologize for my previous behavior. As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far as I know, it doesn't exist. It's just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
Hello there.
Did your grandfather ever find any gold on Malone's property?
If he did, he never spent it. He wasn't poor when he died, but he certainly wasn't rich.
Thanks for all your help.
That's
Okay.
why I'm here.
That seems to be it for now for him. Okay, maybe we should wait for nighttime, go looking for bugs again. Oh shit, I bumped into fucking everything. I'm trying to put my notepad away. Okay.
Probably should wait. Probably should wait. Probably
Is that
should
time
wait.
automatic?
Am I gonna wait? No.
Because you guys said we had to find some bugs at night, right? So we'll hear the bugs when we're close. Oh, I don't feel safe going here at night. Where do I go? This way. Oh! There it is. Got one. Okay, let's look for more. Oh god, we should be here. Scary forest.
I'm gonna have to wait till this
I
dries.
didn't hear anything, but I wanted to check anyway. So fun playing Nancy Drew again. Oh, here. 2. Get him. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. This way? Oh god. We're gonna die. We're gonna die in this forest. There's something here. Wait. Where do I check? I definitely heard a bug, but that's it. 2 crickets. I think that's it. Now we have to just get back home as quick as we can. We shouldn't be here. Okay, let's go deliver these bugs before they die. Oh, much better. Oh, nighttime's scary in this game. I don't want to die. I should save. Bug collector. Let's go our camo gear, photograph some birds. How much more is there in the game, do you think? Are we doing pretty well? Are we about halfway?
Nice Junior Park Ranger pin. You must really be on Taker's good side.
Any word from Tucker?
Sorry,
What's his name?
so
He
sniffly.
hasn't been by to move that tree yet.
I'll give him another call. But like I said, the man marches to the beat of another drum.
You know what?
A very slow drummer.
I bought a box of tissues. I put it in the kitchen, but I'll just put it here, so I'll blow my nose next time. It'll just be one gross blow nose versus me doing that every time.
I found an old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an
About
article on
halfway.
making the law.
Perfect.
It really got my curiosity going. What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this
Jeff
historical
Akers.
museum thing going out of that ranger station of his.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the gold that Mickey Malone supposedly buried somewhere on his property?
All I got to say about it is, if there really was a bunch of gold buried somewhere and nobody ever found it, it's for darn sure nobody ever will.
For darn sure.
Dogs up there.
Guess I'll see you later.
I guess you will.
Can't I?
Hey Nancy, how's the bait finder coming along?
Got
There
it
you
right
go.
here.
Well now, you done all right for a city gal. Here you go. Hope wherever you're hiding from won't catch you. How you holding up?
Guess I'll see you later.
Keep on trucking.
Okay, we got the camo gear. Nice. Let's photograph some birds. Although we still haven't figured out the hawk, though. But maybe we can get the other ones and then talk to Red again. Maybe he'll give us information on how to get the last one. This Now he's gonna stay put. Nice. And that's the other one, right? So now we just need the hawk. Maybe the hawk is at night. Could be. We haven't really explored it at night or listened at night. I was just stressfully collecting bugs all the time. Yarn.
How's the bird watching coming along?
I just can't seem to find a red-tailed hawk. Any suggestions?
Well, there's gotta be lots around here. You haven't been going around wearing sunglasses and earmuffs, have you?
No, Red, I haven't.
Well, according to my bird map, they like to nest in the big tree that's just to the southwest of the Malone house. I suggest you park yourself nearby and wait. Bound to spot one sooner or later.
Okay, southwest of the Malone house.
Mickey Malone supposedly buried a bunch of stolen gold bars on his property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
I feel like he only cares about birds.
So you don't know anything about it?
Nope.
See you in a while.
Watch yourself out there. How's the bird watching coming along?
See you in a while.
Down the notch. Remember?
Okay. So, should we wait for daytime or should we wait around at night?
Well, I don't see any hawks, but this is probably the tree Red was talking about. At least it was the tree.
Oh,
That sounded like a hawk.
oh. Is that a speaker? Why is it sitting on a speaker?
Hey, what is that hawk standing on?
Yeah.
That looks like a speaker.
The dog's howling. Oh,
Huh?
oh no! I better get out of here. Oh shit!
My arms and legs are tied. I can't move. Well, shit, I can kick. If I could just get that scythe down, I could use the blade to cut the rope to grab.
Why did you freeze? What's wrong? Oh, fucking commercial. I seem to be into these long, spindly limbs right now.
What do you see when you see you? A risk taker? Yeah, no. That's okay. With Quick Check, find out which Capital One credit cards you'll be approved for with 100% certainty. You've got this. We've got you. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
I can't move. Well, shit, I can kick. If I could just get that scythe down, I could use the blade to cut the rope around my wrists and free my hands.
Okay, how do you do that? Oh, does that just make it worse? Oh! Oh my god! Oh shit, what do I do? Now do it. Now do it. Does that do anything? Come back. Shit. Did it have to be on fire? I might have fucked it up. Whoa. I am very dead. Okay. So, this way. Light it. Like that. Now roll it. There. Nice.
I can't just let this thing burn up. I've got to put it out.
How are we gonna do that? Oh, water. Quick. Please work. Now don't throw it. Okay. Did that do it?
Ah, blazes happened. I saw the fire before it came running. You weren't there playing with matches, were you?
I was looking at birds, and then I noticed something in the house. And the next thing I knew, I was locked in the tool shed, and somebody was setting it on fire.
Whoa, you're not making much sense. Probably smoke inhalation or something. Come talk to me after you cleaned yourself up and gotten some sleep. I need to tell you something.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be dead.
Kill you?
I didn't say that.
Somebody knocked you out, locked you in a shed, set it on fire, and you think they were, what, just pulling a prank? Wake up and smell the hospital bags, Nancy?
I guess it's hard for me to believe that anybody would consider me to be that big a threat.
I should have never let you stay there by yourself.
Sally, I'm fine. I feel bad about your tool shed, though.
Who cares about the shed? It's junk anyway, I'm glad to be rid of it.
That's kind of the way Ranger Akers saw it, too. He showed up right after the birdwatcher did and ticketed me for burning refuse in a manner that endangered park property.
Man, it's insufferable.
Emily was nice, though. She came by right afterwards and wouldn't leave until I drank the tea she made for me.
Look,
She
Nancy,
drugging
one
you?
more time. If you want to leave, just say the word and I'll come get you.
Sally, one more time. I'm fine.
Well, then promise me you'll be careful, okay?
I promise. I'll be in touch.
You better.
Huh. Hey, we haven't spoken to Bess at all. Maybe we should call them.
Nancy, how's it going?
Hey, Bess. How'd you know it was me?
Telepathy, of course. Just another of my many talents. You are so full of it. She got caller ID, Nancy. Instead of hanging up on the geeks that always call her, she just doesn't answer the phone. Very funny. So what's up?
Believe it or not, on some nights, this house gets attacked by a pack of dogs. Sally's so scared of them, she left me here by myself.
Did you say dogs? She couldn't have, George. Dogs don't attack houses.
They were definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes. A birdwatcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's house on Moon Lake was a gangster. The birdwatcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs? Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
It could be, at the moment, it could either be Akers being a descendant and still being loyal and protecting the land, so he has the dogs to shoo anyone away who tries to live here, or it's him going after the money, or Red because he doesn't seem that suspicious at the moment. So maybe it's like, you'd never suspect him kind of deal. And he's just using the birds as a distraction, like as a plan, even though the birds are actually better at the east side of the lake. There could be enough of any of them at this point.
Out back. Malone and his dogs are supposedly buried there.
Well, it could be Red because he doesn't want more people moving in because they scare away the birds.
And there were paw prints in the cemetery. Fresh paw prints.
Are you sure you're going to be all right there by yourself? We volunteer to drive out there and keep you company, but unfortunately my car's in the shop, and you know what a scaredy cat George is.
That's okay. There's really no room, and believe me, living conditions here are pretty primitive.
Scaredy cat, huh? You're gonna pay for that remark, dear cousin.
Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing out to a sheriff around here.
Park ranger? What's he like? Which, as we all know, is Bess's way of saying park ranger. Is he cute? Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what will be the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
His name's Jeff Akers. He's very helpful, polite, efficient, knowledgeable.
Sounds boring.
In fact, he probably knows more about the area than all the residents of Moon Lake combined.
Sounds very boring.
He has his fact stuff.
Alleged ghost dogs.
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does Detective Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away? Why did anybody do that? She was there for less than a month. You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know. Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of you guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
That was so cute. Ooh, Nancy!
Oh yeah? What are they up to?
Compared to you, nothing. As I was telling them about this latest case of yours, I could hear them turning green with envy right through the receiver. Their number is 280-555-4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone. Good thing my cousin here has a memory like an elephant. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Calling Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you too. Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on, not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed.
I promise. This birdwatcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
You live nearby?
No, he just kind of hangs out in the woods. In fact, I only see him at night.
Interesting. He's in the woods at night. The dogs are in the woods at night. Could he have had a reason for wanting Sally out of the Malone house?
Maybe. From what Ranger Akers told me, Red would like everybody around here out of their houses.
Exactly.
There's too many people at Moon Lake, and it's ruining the bird watching. Ranger Akers called him a fanatic.
Fanatic equals suspect in my book.
I don't think it's him though, because barking dogs would really scare away any birds in the area, wouldn't it?
Get this. It turns out that Jeff Akers will be one happy park ranger if Sally sells her Moon Lake property back to the bank, and they wind up selling it to the Parks Department.
You think he might be responsible for all this ghost dog stuff?
He has a motive and he has a dog, although it doesn't look at all like the dogs that have been scaring Sally.
But it shows he knows something about dogs. Better pull out your suspect list and pencil him in, Nan. I still say you guys should lighten up on him.
You two would get a kick out of the woman who owns this little store.
So much to catch up on because I hadn't called
She's a
him.
real country gal. We got this deal worked out where if I need something she carries, she'll let me do little chores to pay for it.
What kind of little chores?
Oh, like collecting bugs and worms so she can sell them to fishermen as bait.
Sounds delightful.
Unfortunately, she may not be as harmless as she seems.
Why do you say that?
also sells antiques from the 1920s that she finds in Moon Lake.
Is that bad?
If she's been getting them by dragging the lake in front of Sally's house, it is. That's illegal.
You know what that means?
It means Emily Griffin has made my suspect list.
Because if she is breaking the law, she'd want the Malone house to stay empty so she can keep dragging the lake without anybody seeing her.
Oh, right. Oh. Tweety, thanks for the 2 months. Thank you.
Did I mention that all the water in Sally's house comes from a well?
Ew, really? Does it taste like rotten eggs? Not all well water tastes like rotten eggs, Bess.
I don't know if it does or not. Because the well is so old, I need to get the water tested before I drink it.
Good plan. Nothing will faster than a nice tall glass of contaminated water.
I think somebody may have deliberately put poison down Sally's well.
Yikes. What makes you think that?
The Department of Health found unusually high levels of arsenic in the water sample I sent them.
Somebody's trying to poison you with arsenic? They said that?
It's apparently not unusual to find some arsenic in well water.
So somebody could be trying to poison you, but you don't know for sure.
Right, and they may not be trying to poison anybody. They may want to contaminate the well just enough to force Sally to either go to the expense of digging a new one or get the whole thing in leak.
Because arsenic is found naturally in well water anyway. You may never know for sure. Bummer.
I found the coolest old newspaper. It's from 1927, and on the front page is an article about Mickey Malone and a man named William Akers.
Acres? Any relation to park ranger Jeff Acres?
When I asked, Jeff Akers said that it was just a huge unfortunate coincidence. According to the paper, William Akers was Mickey Malone's most trusted employee, his #1 go-to guy.
Where'd you find it?
You know how I always seem to wonder
Say hi if you're not a bot.
which ways?
I think they followed you around.
Well, I found these hidden stairs leading from the living room into the cellar.
What's down there?
That's what's weird. The stairs led down into this empty space. There's some kind of safe in the wall and a set of stairs leading to a door that goes outside, but that was it.
Why would Malone bother hiding the staircase if it didn't go somewhere important?
Hey, newsflash. I think I know why somebody wants to scare Sally off her property, and it has nothing to do with birds, parks, or artifacts.
So what does it have to do with?
Gold, as in 600 pounds of gold bullion.
Come on, Nancy, tell me everything. Gold is one of my favorite subjects.
Well, I found William Akers' journal, who, it turns out, was our friendly park ranger's grandfather.
Do I have dishes to do? I don't remember.
Interesting. Not as interesting as 600 pounds of gold. Go on, Nancy.
Have you ever heard of the hole in the floor gold heist?
I've heard of the hole in the wall gang.
Well, according to Akers' journal, in 1931, somebody stole a shipment of gold bars in broad daylight by dropping them through a hole in the floor of a moving train.
Let me guess. The
I
thief
think
was
I've heard of
caught,
that.
and the gold was never found.
Like in a movie
You
or
got it.
something.
According to Akers, Malone masterminded the whole thing, and he hid the gold right here on his Moon Lake property.
You think it's still there? It must be. Like you said, Nancy, that would explain why somebody wants Sally, and now you, out of there so bad.
I also found a map with the inscription, "The dogs will lead the way."
You found a treasure map? My gosh, Nancy. Secret passageways, buried treasure? You're like a magnet for that stuff. The dogs will lead the way to what?
According to the journal, Malone left Akers the map and said it would show him where the gold was. All it has on it is that inscription and some landmarks.
What kind of landmarks?
The house, the shoreline, some rocks in the lake, the pump, the cemetery, and it's crisscrossed with lines like a grid.
A grid? Sounds like precise locations are involved.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Call Vivian Whitmore. If
Right.
she was Malone's old girlfriend, she might know where he hid the gold. And call her soon. I mean, do you know how old that woman must be?
Bye, you guys.
Yeah, that's the number we wrote
Stay
down.
in touch.
Vivian Whitmore. And the Hardy Boys. Okay, Vivian, what's up?
Let's try a base. Okay.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand I picked up in a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
It was of you and Mickey. Do you remember? I found it in the cellar of Mickey Malone.
That's right. I found it in the cellar of Mickey Malone's old house on Moon Lake.
Oh, Lake. Talk about memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey kind of respected me for that. I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept first beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
Tell me about the speakeasy.
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time and that she'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey.
Huh. Haven't seen.
That's weird. I'm staying in this old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Of course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house? The guy you call Willie, he wrote about looking for the gold. Do you know anything about that?
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outside then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
I think there's gold here.
Did he ever say anything to you about a map?
He said he was making a treasure map in that... a dog. Something about those dogs of his.
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Biff, think. He said he was making a treasure map, and that he was also having paintings done of each dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But
The dogs who showed away with the paintings?
trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy. I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That balloon was built using two main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's at the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't.
Yeah, why would you? I would keep it.
Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it apprehended and
Matthias?
That's the one the key unlocks.
Oh, the one with the weird, Waldo Matthias? Matthias?
Do you know anything about the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie. By Willie, I mean William Akers, one of the guys who worked for Mickey.
What can you tell me about William Akers?
He was Mickey's most trusted employee.
That's what they all
He
say.
treated all his other men like dirt, but not Willie.
William's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I'd stay away from his dogs. That man's nerve is always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one lay on the porch all day and just make a peep.
It's been fun talking to you.
Anytime.
Don't you need her address to send the picture?
Hello?
Hey, Joe. It's Nancy.
Nancy, how's it going? No, wait, don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, what is that? Take a break, it's Nancy. Hang on. He's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands. He's walking over. Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands. Or should we say, on your paws.
Told you about the dogs?
We made them tell us everything. Pump them dry. As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling a detective work here.
So you're living vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, Sam said. What conclusions have you reached so far, detective?
Ghost dogs are very well trained. Watching to see who owns and or trains dogs around here. Convinced that someone is using those dogs to scare Sally into abandoning the
I'm
house.
convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
I managed to get in touch with someone who used to be Malone's girlfriend. She says there's a speakeasy beneath Sally's house.
But you haven't been in it yet?
No, Vivian, that's her name. She's going to send me her key. I'm not even going to tell you what the key unlocks.
So you could literally be sitting on top of a speakeasy? Cool.
I want to see
The
it.
suspects would feel if that turns out to be the case.
Emily Griffin would no doubt be thrilled at the chance to collect artifacts on dry land for once.
But it would be easier to collect them if no one else knew about the speakeasy. So if she somehow knows about it and figures you and Sally don't,
She'd have a motive for trying to scare us off the property.
in other words, you're right back where you started. Maybe Emily has a motive, maybe she doesn't. Anything else my genius brother and I can help you with, Nancy?
I'm pretty sure I know why somebody wants Sally out of the Malone house.
So come on, spill.
Apparently, Malone stole a small fortune in gold bars off a train and hid them somewhere on his property here. They've never been found.
How do you know?
One of his employees, a guy named William Akers, kept a journal, which I found and of course read.
Of course. Wait a sec. Did you say William Akers?
Who, as it turns out, was our friendly park ranger's grandfather.
Whoa.
According to
Wow.
his journal, William Akers spent months following each dog around, hoping one of them would lead him to the gold. None ever did.
So they didn't go running off into the woods, never to be seen again after all.
Apparently, they stayed around Malone's house for years. William Akers went to the house every day and fed them until they all finally died.
But according to their tombstones, they all die on the same day.
Yeah.
Those inscriptions were Malone's idea. Akers was just following instructions.
And in all that time, William Akers never found trace of gold.
He was pretty much a hard luck kind of guy.
What happened to him anyway?
After 9 years of searching for the gold, he finally gave up. About a year after Malone died, he put his journal in the safe, locked it up for the last time, and walked away a broken man.
That's what he gets for hitching his wagon to the star of a gangster, a second-class gangster at that. If it had been Al Capone, maybe he could have sold his memoirs to Hollywood or something. But a flash in the pan like Mickey Malone? Not a chance.
So if you guys were 600 pounds of gold bullion, where would you be?
Maybe Malone hid it in the speakeasy.
That word bullion keeps throwing me off because we have a word in Dutch that's bouillon. And you kind of write it close to that, but it's like, oh, what is it? It's like a soup. It's like
Bouillon cubes.
well, not exactly soup. It can be soup, but it's like
A broth
bouillon
mix.
blokje. Stock. Yeah. It's stock. That's it. That's what it keeps reminding me of. But that's what do they mean? Gold bouillon. Gold bullion? Do they mean like blocks of gold? So it's just because it's a block that they call it that? Huh.
I doubt it. William Akers had 9 years to turn this house and the speakeasy inside out and never found a thing.
Keep the faith, Nancy. If that gold hasn't been found yet, all it means is that nobody as smart as you has looked for it yet.
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
We can probably come up with a few, but we're not going to make it easy for you. After all, it's your case, not ours. Well, say something, Frank. Sorry, Nance. You're on your own on this one.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Okay, so she's gonna send us the key if we send her the picture. So maybe we should go. Maybe we should go to Acres. Here it is.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
I'd like to mail this photo to the woman in Las Vegas.
I don't trust anyone.
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
Thanks for all your help.
That's why I'm here.
Okay, that's that. Anything else? I don't think so. We got the hog. Oh yeah, the rent. He was like, you're too bad right now. I won't talk to you. Give me the bird stuff after you've taken a shower or something, right? So we should probably wait for nighttime and then talk to him. Up we go to the left. Hey, dude.
Hello there. I owe you an apology. After you came up here looking for those red tails, I gave my map a closer look and realized it was more than 50 years old. The reason you can't find them is probably because their favorite nesting tree is gone. Finding that hawk's gonna be harder than I thought. So why don't you just give me back my camera and I'll take it from here. It didn't get burned up in that fire or anything, did it?
Somebody clobbers me over the head and then tries to barbecue me, and all you're worried about is your camera?
It's a very expensive camera.
I never noticed those gas cans before.
I ran out of gas. So much for being prepared, huh? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm sure you've got places to go, things to see, people to pester.
You'll be happy to know that I did get a picture of a red-tailed hawk. So here's your camera back. I got all the birds.
Thank you, Nancy. Nice work. You're a credit to your generation.
So why did we?
That bird.
What did we do this again for? Oh, there's gas there.
Howdy.
See you in a while.
Why do we want the birds again? The spark plugs?
We already got the spark plugs.
He didn't give us spark plugs though. Oh wait, he already gave them. We already fixed the boat. Well, oh yeah, PDA, I forgot. We have this now. Let's see if Vivian sent a key. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's go! Key stuff! I wonder if the speaker is maybe transmitting like a dog frequency that we can't
The
hear.
package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Yes!
Great. Vivian sent me
Wouldn't want
the
to break
key.
any littering laws, would we?
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Oops. Cool. Okay. Let's go check out this speaker.
There we go. Anybody there say hi? What time is it?
Maybe
go to
like
midnight.
a dog frequency that attracts them to the house at night or something.
Let's see. Bonk.
I don't see
These
it.
edges.
Wasn't it here?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Beak your teeth.
someone removed it. The hell? She's not even saying anything about it. So someone know that we saw and they removed it. Well, we have the key. Let's go to the graveyard. Not this way. This way. So was this one?
Looks like some kind of keyhole.
Holy shit. Oh, I need to make a word. Bingo. Bumpy. What kind of word should I make? Bulk. Tiny. With a puppy.
Here we go. A little bit of drool coming down from these guys.
Maybe.
I
Can I
don't
make
know. Can't.
noise? Yeah. Maybe I can make Willy? Is there an eye on this one? No, there's not. No. Call Vivian? Yeah, maybe we should. Jim didn't open the passage to the speaker. Oh, call Vivian, yeah. It just says it. Okay, let's go back. Wait, that Nancy didn't comment that the speaker was gone. She should, yeah.
Is this Vivian?
No, this is your station dropper. Miriam's fixing snacks on the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, Eustacia Androva? Harry Houdini's cousin?
You're the airhorn like I showed you.
No, Eustacia, wait. It's Nancy Drew. I talked to you on the phone a couple of months ago, just after a friend of mine was kidnapped in St. Louis. I asked you questions about the theater where the kidnapping took place, the Royal Palladium, remember?
Nancy Drew.
The Snoopy one.
You're not
I
dead
don't
yet?
remember.
No.
Most people, they talk to them one day, next day they're dead. This is no age thing.
Oh, stop being so morbid, you. I'm clam dip. Hello? Nancy?
Clam tip.
So you know Eustacia, huh? Small world. Well, what's up?
I got the key you sent me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's just one thing. It doesn't seem to work.
Oh, where is my brain? The key unlocks the letters of the inscription. Just dial in the password and you'll be set.
There's just one more thing.
You don't know the password. I'm sorry. Eustacia and I've been playing canasta all day, and I guess beating her all those times took more out of my brain than I thought.
Next game, I win. Next game, loser face with pizza.
Well, get out your wallet, sister, because you're going down. So, where were we? Oh yeah, the password. Let's see. It was the name of that federal agent, his first name.
Waldo?
No, not his real first name. Mickey was always calling him Baldo. That's it, Baldo. I always thought it was mean to call him that, especially since Mickey was starting to get a little sparse on top himself.
So I just turn the letters until they spell Waldo?
Yes, dear, but like almost everything else in life, it's trickier than it sounds.
Are there any other tricks to getting into the speakeasy that I should know about?
Yeah, this one's okay.
I suppose it's only fair to warn
I'm not overly fond of the big mouth, but I think it's okay. Shh, for a moment. But the eye's fine. Oh, am I just gonna keep going? Keep it round or make it slit? Keep it round. Okay. Alright, I got some strawberries, got some bite, so just the apple and 2 of the glasses. Alrighty. I'm gonna call this one another one finished. That one's done, that one's done, that one's done. Oh, yeah, Bigfoot! Come back into the fray. I don't know if I have enough brain power for you tonight, but I'll try. It would be easier if I had matching colors, but I don't. Ow, that hurt. You're sharp. Why are you sharp? Well, I got 1, 2, and 3 done tonight, so I'm gonna call that a night, and we'll finish this one up tomorrow. Alright, good night, everyone. Okay.